But we will start with that Thursday night game. Last year, the City League essentially came down to Scott and Start in Week 9. Scott won. They eventually went on to claim their first City League title since 2014. This is their first City League game of the season. Are the stakes going to wind up being similar on senior night at Start? Bulldogs lead 12-8 in the second. The O-line bulldozes running lanes all night. This one's for Daryl Barnett Jr., 33 yards. Scott leads 18-8 now, 18-16 at the half. Up double digits a couple times. 4.5 to go in the third. Barnett again alone in the backfield and alone on his way to the end zone. 26-16, 3 scores for Barnett. But back comes Sparty. Billy Wirtz pulls him within a score with his third TD. And the defense steps up. Jaden Sims stripped by Marvon Thompson. Joe Natal sprints back across the opponent's 40. Prime position, and it only takes 2 plays. Tall, stand tall. He does the rest. 38 yards for 6, the lead and the win. 30-26. Start hangs on to pull off the upset for their first win.
Last ride, I'm gonna lay it all on the field for my brothers. Senior night, I don't know what my last play is, so I just run as hard as I can every play.
I'm obviously really excited, but this is their team, man. It's like, it doesn't matter a ton for me, but for these seniors, they deserve that. Like everything we tried to do in the offseason, they fought like crazy in December and just they worked really hard. It's like that's their win, they earned it, and I'm just over the moon for them.
Tim Clack, Rob, it was one of those nights.
Magical things happen on senior night, and tonight the Spartans put it together for an entire game. They had been outscored in the second half in the scoring margin, -40, but Billy Wirtz had the game of his career tonight on senior night.
And everything is all about Billy tonight, because he stepped up in a big way, leading his team, running the ball really well, executing the playbook, and more importantly, showing toughness in tough situations.
One of the turning points right before halftime, Scott, out of a timeout, elected to throw the ball downfield with 36 seconds left. It was picked off, taken to the end zone, and that really gave the Spartans some new life heading into halftime.
Defense stepping up and making plays, giving the ball back to the offense so they can finish off the job. That was what it's all about. Deflections, those are just as good. That last drive of the game was huge. Defense standing tall. Jonah
was amazing. Jonah played above his years and experience. He hadn't carried the ball for the first 3 weeks of the season, had the game-winning touchdown, but also saved a touchdown, and he stripped the ball free and recovered the fumble.
Yeah, that was the drive of the game there, Tim. Him being able to scoop the football up. They picked it, and that was the other sophomore, Marvon Thompson, stripping that ball out of his hands. He scoops it up, take it down the sideline, and so they can punch it in. That was a beautifully well-dressed defensive play, and offensively, he just sealed the deal.
An upset in week 1 of City League play. Start head coach Nate James picks up his first career head coaching win. Spartans now 1-3. Scott falls to 1-3. Can't wait to have it back next Thursday for week 2 City League under the lights.